Hello gamers, welcome back to The Guys. Very fun, interesting topic, at least I think. We're going to be talking about eating, sleeping, and drinking. A lot of people are saying right now, scratching their heads thinking, ow, you're doing a fluff piece, man. How dare you? No, I am not doing a fluff piece. I'm gonna make this actually a very serious discussion because you have a lot of games out there that are survivalist in nature where if you don't eat, you're going to die. Don't drink, you're going to die. You don't sleep, you're a mess. You can't even function as a character in the game. Tons of games out there, tons of survivalist games there. Do we want to bring that into Star System? A lot of people are shrieking and saying, oh my god, no, I do not want that in this game. And I understand that. I actually agree with that to a point. But I'm going to tell you why I don't think it should be it should have such a lightweight approach as what Chris is imagining it to be. Let's check out this clip from Chris here. He's going to talk about it within a 10 for the Chairman episode way back in November of 2014. So who knows where their mindset is now. But I have looked up a lot of information on the internet. We're talking YouTube, on the Star Citizen channel, Reddit, RSI forums, and there's really not a lot about this, and that's why I'm doing the video. That's why I do these videos, gamers. I like to get into topics that people don't talk about a lot, and I like these topics to be shared and discussed and talked about, because only then can SIG actually look at the information and say, hey, here's people who are giving us feedback to make the game a better game. Anyhow, let's watch Chris and let's see what his mindset is right now when it comes to these things. Well, not right now. This is over 2 years ago, right? But let's watch it.
Okay, next question comes from Vertise, spelled Vertisce, so I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. Will beds still have a functional purpose in the persistent universe? What about toilets and showers? Will they be used for anything more than interactive decoration of the ship? Or will they provide a specific benefit for gameplay? Well, we've talked about beds being used as sort of a save point when you're flying around in space. So when you go to your bed and there's no enemies around in a certain kind of navigation area or point in space that we consider safe, then that is considered a save point, like saving down on, say, like a planet. So that's where you can come back and start in that area. So that was kind of one of the things that we've talked about. We have the toilets and showers. I know everyone loves them, so I've been kind of toying around on a design set. I haven't made a decision yet on it, but I was kind of thinking it was sort of a lightweight way to make all these things make a little bit of sense. So, in terms of relevance to the gameplay. So, like you probably need to sleep occasionally, or else you're going to get tired, and after too long you may not be able to function as well, or occasionally you'll need to eat, or if you don't take a shower, perhaps some NPCs won't want to talk to you because you smell. I mean, I'm not saying we go to the level of like full life simulation, but it would be fun to have some kind of really lightweight sense that some of these things that you can do for these sort of decorative immersive have some meaning. I mean, like one of my goals is to sort of make Star Citizen itself, the universe as you adventure around in it, be a lot more than just about dogfighting in space, or even being able to haul lots of cargo and make money. So I want you to sightsee. I want you to go to different planets and locations, and we build some beautiful stuff. I want there to be a restaurant on Terra that's on like this, the big sky sphere, and at the top of it, it's like the amazing view, like eating on the top of the Empire State Building or something. And it's a really tough reservation to get, and you manage to get it, and so you get your way to Terra and get in there, and you're up there, and they serve you some food, and it's all kind of a bit decorative. It's like drinking the drink from the drinks cabinet and the flair stuff, but it's all a sense of doing and achieving things, and that's almost like, okay, well, I do that, I get my little signed menu or something from the chef that I can put back in my hangar, and it's like one of my mementos of where I went. So there's a level of like doing stuff around the universe that I want to kind of have moments that aren't just always about like the traditional stuff, which is combat and maybe the trading stuff, and to give a sense of world. So I think in a lightweight way, then we probably would think of maybe having some benefits as far as it goes. So I mean, if you wanted to go all the way, you could make food just be another resource you have to manage, right? So if you don't eat every now and then your vision gets dizzy. I'm not sure if we're going to go that far, but we're kind of thinking of some lightweight ways to make it sort of fun and make things you can do on the planet have a bit more meaning, or things you can visit have a bit more meaning. So that's not a full answer, but you can kind of sort of see where I'm thinking and how to make this world sort of feel more real to everyone.
Okay, so we can see that Chris's mindset is it's a very kind of lightweight approach. It's like, you don't really need it. We just have it there for, whatever. Just because we want it to be, a semi-real life experience. But like, I think we need to, personally, as a gamer, somebody that has many years of experience, I think we need to treat these things a little bit more seriously. And I'm going to tell you why. Should it be the timer that runs down, like, oh my God, I gotta eat, No. It shouldn't be that. It should be. I totally agree. Like gut shot reaction is no. I don't want this to be like a survivalistic game. I actually want us to just focus on FPS and Starflight and maybe trading and the economy. Okay, but then we get into the economy, right? Because as people know, most people that watch me, I'm very into the marketplace. I'm very into like having items have actual values. That means something. I hate any game that has items in it where those items really aren't meant to do anything. They just sit there and it's like, here's your Goobaga. Goobaga costs blah blah blah, and there's no reason why it costs blah blah blah, and you don't need Goobaga. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I rhymed it and I made no sense to some people, but other people got me right there. You need Goobaga. If you don't have Goobaga, eventually, without the Goobaga, you're gonna die, and that Goobaga needs value. That's why there's value to it. You see, because you need it. And that's where I'm coming from. I think food, being the Goobaga, or drink for that matter, should actually have intrinsic value. And the only way that you can have these things give types of value like that is by making it mandatory that necessary that you actually need them to survive or need them in some facet within the game. So maybe there should be a middle ground. Like maybe there should be timers with like in your Moby Glass that show like eating and drinking and sleeping and these things that you absolutely need in the real world. So you would need them in Star Citizen, but go very, very slowly. Like I'm talking like you could game for days and these things still wouldn't be, depleted. But eventually they will deplete, and when they deplete, you're in some serious doo-doo. And I think that gives it a very much more real flavor to it. Imagine you're an explorer, you land on a planet, something happens to the ship, and then what? You're down on the planet, stuck there, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I don't need to eat. Like, all of a sudden, there's a very big factor of the game that becomes very unreal, a very big disconnect. If you don't need to eat anymore, that's crazy. I mean, like, what happens to exploration? I mean, exploration just becomes completely null and void. What happens to the tangible values of these items in the marketplace? All of a sudden, it really isn't real anymore. Like, these items aren't even necessary. What happens to the people that are actually trying to make a living in the marketplace, or as a shop owner, or as a restaurant owner, and nobody's coming to the restaurants because nobody needs to eat? These things have to be actually thought about. Now, I'm just going to leave it at that. I think this is a great video because I want to see where people's mindsets are. I have a vote down below. I want you guys to go vote. And then I want to see where you guys' mindset is at. Yes, no, and then partially. Like, I have 3 choices. Go down to the straw poll. And, I'm curious about where we're going to land on this. And this is a very good video for SIG to watch, because I don't think they've really thought this through completely. So check it out. Tell us your opinions, your thoughts down below in the comments. We love to hear your voices here on The Games. And check us out for future episodes. That's what we do here. Always something interesting. And I love to do these. So thanks for watching this week. And more Star Citizen on the way, because we love it. And don't forget to be a Patreon. Help us out, citizens, please. Get out your pocketbook and send some creds over here to The Games so that we can continue to make this content for you. All right, guys. See you later.